Hi there, welcome to week 3 of the first year principal book club. This week we are talking about collaboration and teaming and how you can leverage this wonderful resource, this collaborative resource to promote your school and to make your school shine within your community. So the first item I want to talk about today is how to highlight your staff's talents and strengths. And here I'm thinking of Marcus Buckingham, who's the author of Now Go and Discover Your Strengths. He is a fabulous author, and he really talks about the importance of bringing your strengths to work. Now, just to be clear, strengths don't relate to what you're good at doing. You can be good in math and not enjoy math. It relates to what you enjoy doing and what brings you joy and flow. And every one of our staff members has something they love doing, and how it's important as a principal to leverage these strengths to set your school apart within your community and also to offer better services to your students. So I'm going to give you a few examples, and I talk about this in my book. I offer a lesson on this. And for example, I remember being, when I was a vice principal, we had a larger staff and we had teachers who were very skilled at sewing. One knew archery. um, some were, of course, great at gardening. And what I noticed was starting to happen was these staff members were creating groups and after school clubs and activities. And this form of extension learning helps principals address the core lessons and the core curriculum being taught at the school. So it enhances the learning process because these extension exploratory activities, as we call them, help nurture the core content. And what was nice to see is that these teachers loved giving of their time because they loved this hobby they had, and they got to bring a little bit of their authentic self or a lot of their authentic self to work, and as a result created bonds with the students. The students got to experience these activities, and it added a wonderful dimension to their high school experience. The other nice part was that with all these clubs and events, students were able to, for some clubs, compete. And of course, it brought recognition to the school, and it just created a really great atmosphere. So it gives your school an extra flavor. It helps it stand out within the community. It helps create its own unique culture through these wonderful activities brought on by staff members who have interests, and you're tapping into those interests and strengths. So I give a lot of examples in the book about what different strengths can be brought forward from staff members, and it can be quite interesting. So this is a great part, for collaboration. So another way you can promote collaboration is harnessing what I call the power of your tribe. So of course, you have your staff, and every staff has certain rock stars or certain teachers or staff members who have, again, strengths, but more related to their work. So it's important to know who these people are and leverage those strengths, those talents, to help you better manage and lead your school. So let me give you an example. When I was starting off as an elementary school principal, I was coming in from the high school level, and creating timetables was not my forte. And I had created a timetable with my mentor during the summer. It looked pretty good. And when I presented the timetable, I quickly realized that I needed to tweak it a little bit. And according to the culture, the rituals, the routines, the personalities, there was a way I could have enhanced it to better meet the needs of my staff. So I noticed this as I was presenting the timetable during a staff meeting, and I had created a safe climate, with the survey. I had reached out already, so there was that trust being built, and people felt safe raising their hand and saying, "Listen, I see a few areas where we could tweak it to make it even better for our reality, to suit our needs, while respecting the guidelines, that we need to respect because of unions." So I noticed this, and one of my more seasoned teachers saw this need and offered to help me review as with an experienced ECE, an early childhood educator. So the two of them reviewed the timetable. I said, go review it, and then I'm going to come in and give a final approval. I made sure it was approved by the union, and it was done. So I shared my leadership, which was a great way of collaborating, of creating this sense of trust among both them and myself. It was reciprocal, and they helped me tweak that timetable, and it made for a great year because it worked for everyone. It helped, the bus duty and the recess, everything was flowing beautifully within the school because we had adjusted slightly. And I shared my leadership, which was really important, and they felt valued and validated as well. So that's the second way we can we can foster collaboration and teaming within our schools. The last way we can do this is by seeking out good people. Now, of course, your staff is, that is your pillar. You go to them for the ins and outs of, the workings of your school, and to work as a team to make sure things run smoothly. But when you're offering other types of projects, and sometimes you need help from community members and parents and grandparents, it's really fun to tap into their expertise as well. And I talk about this in the book. So an example, you might have, parents, one who is a paramedic or a firefighter or a doctor or a lawyer, somebody who works in coding or in marketing, depending on whatever, professional chef, professional baker. We're always trying to add that fifth wall to the classroom, right? We're pushing the boundaries, and we can have our experts come in and offer unique real life lessons, which will resonate with the kids because they're getting this great information from community experts. This is a great way of working collaboratively with our partners. Another great resource is when you're doing an extracurricular activity or a project for your school. In my case, it was a school garden, and I didn't get a chance to. I needed help with the specifics on earth and the lighting and how to position everything. So I had asked a grandparent who was very knowledgeable in the world of gardening to offer his expertise, and he had a grandson who was coming to my school, so he was more than happy to help. So that was another great way of offering, of partnering up with community members and of course he was more than happy because he saw his grandson and he knew that it was a great fit for his retired schedule as well. So all of these ways, these partnerships enhance your school's visibility, enhance your school culture, and gives great momentum to any project you want to implement. And your staff will thank you for it, your parents, and of course your students. So that is the lesson for week 3. And I'll see you next week for week 4 as we continue on this journey with the First Year Principal Book Club. Bye for now.